Islam. Okay, I forgot to press start. Islam's the one about today. It's May the 12th, 2020. I'm at Whole Foods. I'm Rhonda Arrington-Bey, your wife. This is your spiritual wife. I'm at Whole Foods. I wanted to tell you, I wanted to say this at each opening of a good night video. Imani Gray-Bey and I, Rhonda Arrington-Bey, we don't know anyone personally here in Annapolis. We don't. And when you're dealing with constitutional law and rights, freedom, you don't have to know anyone personally. Now, so I didn't understand it. A lot of times, those that speak Spanish would be so aggressive. I barely speak Spanish. Or those that speak, that look to be melanated, we would call them African American or black or Negro if they haven't claimed a nationality. That's what they consider under constitutional law, would behave odd and aggressive because we don't know anyone personally, and that goes with the pale skin as well. And in that, you learn to respect one another, boundaries. So you go to the grocery store, you see different people, you have different religion, different cultures. No one should have to be subjugated to anything that, especially in on a landmass where there's constitutional rights. We have a constitution that we're supposed to have affirmed or taken an oath to uphold. But when you have masses of people that have not done these things, they have not been naturalized, and they don't respect these constitutional laws of freedom, then this is when you have forced engagement. Hold on, let me grab. Okay. And so our ancestors, or I like to say ancestors, the forefathers that created these laws of freedom and also bled, those soldiers that bled and died so that these laws can be implemented. It is not, I don't want to say it's a shame, but you see why they fought. And you see what was the purpose. And that includes the 13th Amendment, 20 sections, the U.S.A. Constitution of 1787, all 4 of Abraham Lincoln's proclamations, and I think I said it all. Yeah. So once again, it's like, I have never implied that I wanted to know anyone personally that speaks Spanish. Neither has Imani. And yet there has been so many forced engagements. Some of them say werewolf. I don't have nothing against them. But when you're dealing with unclean spirits, they come in many forms, just like clean spirits. So when you trying to amalgamate forcefully and engage forcefully, then that's an issue. And I told you about some of that. One guy came in to Burger King and he just straight out lied and said he knew Imani. Imani did not know him. He lied. He made up a whole story about how he gave Imani rides. So a lot of times you hear these unclean spirits saying we the same. Well, same of what? Why do you have to say the same? If someone doesn't want to be bothered or have anything to do with you, if they don't want the science of telepathy, that's them. What does that have to do with you? You the same, well, be the same and be about your business, and stop trying to rape, molest, and cause harm to civilized, productive citizens of this country or of this landmass. And what's really sad is when you have unclean spirits who are probably infected with diseases and viruses, and they don't understand the importance of not spreading these diseases and viruses. They're trying to amalgamate. So right now we're in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, and you just posted information about it possibly being highly probable that it's sexually transmitted, because they found traces of the COVID-19 and the semen of those that were infected. So when you're dealing with imbalance, mentally ill, then and unclean in spirit, then you can understand. Because otherwise, I couldn't understand. It's like, what is wrong with these? What is wrong? Not everybody, but what is wrong with some of these people that are trying to engage forcefully? This is savage. What's wrong with them? But not all. Oh, okay, I'm gonna get some avocado. I already got the plant-based cheese. I've heard, like, I've had some thoughts come saying it's in the code, the telepathic code that they were forced to. Some of them were born with, and some of them were forced to take it. I don't know, because we don't have the science of telepathy. We don't invade other people's dreams forcefully. Imani Gray-Bey and I myself, we don't rape spiritually, molest spiritually. We cannot send sharp pains forcefully. So I don't know. But what I do know is the United States jurisdiction, the people are suffering. They are suffering, and millions have died over this pandemic on this landmass. Hold on 1 second, okay? I should say over a million. I think that's what, when I saw the statistic, it said over a million. It didn't say million, it said over a million. Mental health is important. It's important because it's connected to physical health. Islam. And these divine laws of freedom are important to uphold. And that's what we're seeing. That's what I see. That is exactly what I witnessed. And that's where the imbalance truly comes. Because when you cross boundaries and you start implementing bondage, savagery, when does it stop? So those that are, because it's a mental illness, because the earth and the universe is made in freedom. This is health. That's mental health. So when you're dealing with imbalance, savagery, you have those that are mentally ill. They don't know their boundaries. They don't understand. All they know is to possibly conquer, kill, and destroy. So anyways, that's my good night video to you. Islam, I'm heading home. And I know that this wasn't probably the best good night video, but that's all I really had to say. I'll talk to you later. I will probably upload a short one and give you a kiss. But I had to, I'm just communicating, Dwayne. It is truly a sickness, truly sick, literally. So you have to literally protect your loved ones. Mentally, spiritually, and physically, because diseases they have a spiritual background. Viruses have a spiritual background. Islam. Let me get ketchup. Okay, I'll talk to you later when it's May 12th, 2020. Okay, I'm looking for ketchup now.